It's been a long few months, and we were all clamoring for this return. I missed it. You missed it. We all missed it. What's that? What's that I hear? Is that the chimmering of air horns? It's the return of the Injustice League. Thank you for coming back. It's me, your president, here to deliver to you all the news of the week one that you have been clamoring for. So many things have changed. New rules, new footballs, the return of an old great. So many things. So let's get back to week one of the Injustice League. First up, we have the big man Commissioner Irving versus last year's champion. Both teams put up some decent numbers. Irving putting all his money in the running back game. But just like Wu-Tang Financial always says, you gotta diversify your bombs. And that's what Chris did. And with a strong kick game, Chris takes down the commish. Next up, a battle of champs. Brendan, your president, and one of the best and earliest champs of this game, versus Foster, the returning auto draft champ himself from recent days past. I'd say this was a close one, but then I'd be lying. While neither quarterback did numbers, a big win by Debo over the Jets helped cement a victory for me. While Foster's Jets did have a pretty good running back, it just wasn't good enough. Good morning, Baltimore. That's what Mateo was singing when he started this week. And guess what? I'm going to be making that joke a lot. Mateo goes head-to-head with Jonathan, who, despite getting 2 interceptions with his kissing cousin, still comes out ahead on top thanks to, what's that? Another strong San Franciscan player. Ouch. And just like Avon was always saying, game's the game. Now I don't know what to say about this next game. This one feels sad. Tim decides that the Equal Rights Amendment means that he will fight anyone, even a woman, with such ferocity. And frankly, it was a little unnecessary. Maggie, despite claiming to be a fantasy football god, had 6 out of 8 players score either 2 or 3 points. Let's just say that Tim had this one in the bag. Speaking of in the bag, so this is where all our quarterbacks are. Greg versus David. They each started 2 quarterbacks, and Greg has a third on his bench. Shame on you. Shame. But I guess it worked out because Greg threw the ball way over the head of David and scored big, winning the game. Not only did we have the biggest point differential here, but we had the highest score of the week. Crazy Eyes JP makes his glorious return to the world of sports as he puts the entire game on his back. In fact, his running back, who basically wins the game handily over Steve. It wasn't a bad showing, but when only one player breaks into double digits, you know it's going to be a bad time. And finally, we have Kev and Simon, true kissing cousins. But this was an avalanche of battles. Double digits being thrown around like hotcakes, and disappointing games from their namesakes. Kevin put up enough points to beat most of the other managers, but not Simon. Simon decides that enough is enough and makes sure that no recount is needed. And there you have it, week 1 of the Injustice League. Now that I'm back from vacation, these will be coming out just like the football has come back to your life. So I want you to remember, stay in justice, and I'll stay league. We out.